Estella, this happens more than you would think. Estella wrote in and said, I am 20 and have never had an orgasm in my life. I have tried toys and I feel like nothing works. Do you have any advice?
Oof. And I feel like you're not alone in, like Stella, you're not alone in that. That's, I feel like, a super important thing. I feel like there's a lot of resources out there. I feel like Come As You Are is a great resource.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of sex therapists that actually do physical manipulation that can help with figuring out what some blocks can be. Usually it's mental, it's psychological. It's like you decide that you can't, and it's like, you make yourself not able to. But I feel like Come As You Are is a great resource. And I feel like there's actually a great TV series on Netflix about sex specifically. And there's a few therapists that can be, any
Do you remember
therapist.
what it's called?
I can't. Sex Life? It could be that.
Possibly called Sex Life.
Possibly called Sex Life. I feel like I'll get back. Maybe I'll comment on your guys on the podcast once it comes out with like specific resources. Yeah?
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Janice asked, did you learn anything about sex from Karina?
Well, I feel like my sex revolution started with her. Like because of her study, I started researching and looking into it. And, like Esther Perel was a massive inspiration for me.
She is.
And I feel like all those dildos, I love how free and willing to talk about it.
I want to have Esther on this show, so maybe you need to come back for that.
Oh my God.
Would you come back on for it?
Oh my God.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll have you
Let's
back
go.
on for that.
She's amazing.
Okay.
Because she's also, what I think
Okay.
is so magical about her is that she really is talking about the mind and the body.
Exactly.
And the relationships because, and she just makes everything okay.
Everything. Exactly. No judgment.
Yeah, just whatever it is, it's okay.
Mating in Captivity is such a good book.
I know, it's crazy.
What is
Such a
it?
good- Mating
in Captivity.
Oh,
Such a good
wow.
book. Like,
Why don't you
so
skip
many
over the
great
first question?
angles. Anyway, sorry.
Why don't you read that out loud?
Jessica Capshaw would like me to read Lisa's. What was it like to kiss the Queen, Jessica Capshaw? The Queen must be a typo. The Queen's a typo, obviously. But what was it?
It was though.
Of course.
It was.
I miss you.
We made out a fair amount. No?
I actually think, but I think one of the sexiest things that Karina and Arizona did was the little bit the dance of like. I feel like Arizona was always like trying to be at work, and somehow Karina was always just like right over her shoulder.
Yeah.
I think I can like.
Yes.
And I was always like, I'm working.
Yes.
I'm working.
But
Oh my God! I just had a total memory.
What?
Do you remember the original scene of the You're Nibbly? Please tell. Please do tell.
God.
I just thought about that too.
What is it? Oh my God! Well, I'm actually so happy that I'm so.
You never remember anything.
I never remember anything.
Oh my God.
This is not self-serving, but this is so amazing that I just talked about what I talked about because it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, everything I've already said. I'm back. I just had a baby. I really didn't consider myself super like sexual. I didn't have that like confidence in coming to these scenes and so the scene gets written and I read it probably like before the table read
And the table read, that's what we read.
Oh my God.
That's what we
and
read.
Talk about
What
making
was
me
it?
red, sweaty, and like I was like,
What happened?
okay, this is what I remember, but this could be different.
Let's see.
Essentially, it was that she comes in while I'm working
Yes.
and has the over-the-shoulder moment, but is under the table with a hand.
Fully. Like,
Fully
Hand down.
hand.
A hand
Giving
on the,
some stimulation.
outside
to-
stimulation.
stimulating, stimulating the
You're at
rahim.
work and you're using your hand to sort of
She
be
is-
down there?
Yes. And I
A gray slip of
I turned every shade of red,
Purple,
like
yeah.
every shade,
Rainbow,
the
rainbow.
deepest shade of red, and was like,
Did you shoot it?
No, because ABC was like, "Are you crazy?"
and
he
you
was
can't be like
"You're
underneath
nibbling."
the table. Like, what is happening?
It's so hot.
I mean,
I
it
was
did make my
dead
heart
excited
start
about
like beating faster than normal. I was like, oh my God, because I forgot about it.
Oh my
I
God.
just remembered too. That's crazy. Something was said that made us think about it. Yeah.
It was
Yes, the studio
kissing
got
the Jessica
hotter.
Capshaw.
Well, you know what? I think you stimulated that memory by saying "kiss the Queen, Jessica Capshaw" when you said those
That
lines.
was it.
I can't really read
Yes,
it.
like, do you want to borrow my glasses? I
Pain. Okay. Enough of that. Anyway. Okay. Hannah asks, and we started this. I want to answer this too.
Okay.
What are your icks during sex? What are turn-offs?
yeah.
Can I go first?
Yeah,
Which did you answer?
I did.
Yeah. What'd you say?
What did you say?
Smell.
Smell.
Oh,
what I
wait.
thought.
Like the natural
Camilla just went
pheromone
straight to whatever
smell
she
I
was
went
of the
straight to my
person.
thing. Smell.
Well, if it's bad,
Have you ever had a? Oh, you've had a stinky.
oh, hasn't everyone?
I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I've had a stink.
Like full on, they left. I had
never-
to change the sheets like at 3 o'clock in
What?
the morning. Take off the
Stanley
sheets.
Steamers next morning.
Stanley
3 a.m.
steamers.
Stanley's, what's that? What's the
What
Stanley
is that?
steamer?
Gets carpets cleaner.
Yeah, that's what I did. Stainless steamers at 3 o'clock in the morning. Shower, wash the hair, like everything. I was like, I had
What
to
was
fucking-
the smell?
Yeah, was it
Describe
specific?
Just wrong.
Body.
Just so wrong. I was like, oh.
So it was like body odor.
I think it was like natural pheromone.
It's a pheromone.
Yeah,
You were
I
not a
just
match.
Did not agree.
Did you smell it before the clothes came off?
No, so maybe it was body odor.
Ew.
Maybe it was body odor.
God.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's
gross.
actually might be the best ick that I've ever heard.
Well,
What's
I
yours?
was going to say, I really can't stand it when guys keep their socks on.
Oh my
wasn't
god!
ready for that. Okay.
That's funny.
When they keep their
Bless
socks
them.
on.
Bless him.
If
No,
they're
I'm not specifically talking about Matt. Matt's gonna seriously.
Matt's gonna come home and he's gonna do
throw
risky
himself
business
off the
style.
balcony.
He's gonna do risky business. He's gonna
No,
adjust the socks.
I'm
The 90s
saying
on.
Don't out him like that.
That I have girlfriends who have had the experience where a guy's decided to keep their socks on. Why are the feet not naked?
Smell?
Because you really want
rest
them.
of us
By
is
the way, there may
naked.
be a real good reason.
There may be.
Have you
that's
ever
true.
seen? Because that could be an ick. That would be an ick for me. Have you ever seen some of the nasty, nasty toes that some men are walking around with?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the socks should be on then.
That's
Yeah,
my point.
yeah.
Maybe they're doing you a favor
Could you date them long term?
no.
if they kept their socks on all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
No, if they
'cause
had
If they had
nasty,
disgusting,
nasty feet.
I think that
How
you would
gross
just
are we
lovingly
talking
send them
about?
to get a little pedicure,
Yeah.
and then
just
feel
get
really
over it.
bad for the person that was attending to them.
Yeah, a little. It's Valentine's.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day
Clean it up.
month. That's
Yeah.
what. Maybe pedicures are going to be the gift that keeps
Yeah,
on
yeah,
giving.
yeah.
Oh my
What
God.
is your turn off?
We
We got to dig back into our dating.
I know. God, dig back into that.
Dig back
dating
in.
days?
You know,
The dating days.
I mean, remember we had this problem before. I mean, because you basically you said that all my ex were just really actually like no's, like you just could not do that. I think this one guy, smell is such a good one. I mean, it
Smell
really is
is-
because it's
yeah.
actually instantly repellent. But I definitely like kissed a boy who, man, he was man. I kissed a man who had breath like he smelled like hot dogs. And I was like, this can't, I don't even
Like
think I can
always
do
like
this.
a hot dog?
Yeah, I actually tried a second time. I was like, maybe this is a fluke. And then
Always.
the second,
I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not great either.
no.
How do you feel about cigarette smell? I kind of love it. I find it.
Well, that's because you're like
Do you?
Italian.
Yeah.
My funny part of the hot dog smell guy was that it happened like super early in my 20s, like New York, like makeout sesh, and then he went on to become very famous.
Oh,
And then whenever I saw him, I was like, "You may be
Hot
famous, but your breath smells like hot dogs."
we won the name.
so
We won the name. We
gross.
won the name. Initials.
Yeah.
Initials.
This is one of those after the pod conversations.
yeah.
Isabel, how important is sexual compatibility for you in a relationship?
Oh, everything. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
This is my question. It's not from anyone.
Yeah.
But it's an old question, and we've been debating it for a while because it happened. We probably introduced it to the crew in the summer. Do you feel
Oh, yeah.
that
I
it is
wanna know.
possible for a man and a woman
Uh-huh.
to truly just be friends?
Yes. No. Yes.
We have differing opinions on it. She says yes. I think no.
But I
have some of my closest friends are men.
Yes.
A lot of them are women. but I am. So I have friends which when we met, we had a lot of chemistry, but we never went for it.
Yes.
And so the chemistry is always kind of somewhere.
That's
in
what
there,
I'm saying.
But we've made the choice. And now the thought of having sex with them, it makes me giggle. I'm like, I could never, because we're like past that.
Yeah, yeah. Or
And
you're in a
so-
relationship, they're in a relationship, and you wouldn't. Yeah.
But I feel like we've just been so long.
I mean, I have to say, I say it's not possible. Of course, it's possible. My very, very best guy friend, my very, very best friend is a guy. And he married us. He married me and Matt, and we can totally like.
I was there for it.
You were there for it. We could go and we could go to the movie theater and we could have dinner. However, I do think it's extremely rare. I think that, like, could you, if you were both single, could you go have dinner and get drunk and it not even be like a little like,
No, there's always that, but it is never acted on.
Okay.
Like, I have a lot of guy friends that are single, and we've been drunk, and I feel like, and then we go home.
Yeah.
But nothing has ever happened. But it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I would add to this, though, that I feel like if you are friends and there is anything that could make it tip away or whatever, that once you do, you can never go back to being friends.
Exactly.
I know that sucks. It changes for sure.
And so that's why
Forever.
you don't go.
I think
for
that's
it.
why you don't
Yeah.
go.
Because
Especially
it's
as an
so
adult.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
To have that friend.
I have one where I wish I
You didn't.
I mean, listen,
Yeah.
you can't wish that you didn't, because I certainly enjoyed that
The moment.
piece of our
Yeah.
relationship, but
It changed.
ultimately it wasn't worth it because
You lost your
I
friendship.
lost a
over it.
friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
that sucks.
That's the thing that I hate about relationships, that a lot of time when a relationship ends, you're like, where does the love go? After
Yeah.
5
I
years,
know,
8 years, so you were everything for one another.
Yeah.
Like, why can you not stay friends? I hate that. That
I
makes
don't
me
think
so
I don't think the
sad.
love goes away. I think it becomes,
Quiet.
well, I just think that you can I think it would be a very rare, Alla, please write in and tell us if it's happened to you, where it's just so impossible to think that these two people that are in a relationship that were friends that knew each other like that are then in relationship in a romantic way. They're not going to stop liking each other in the exact same moment. And then I think our ego
True.
comes in, and then we go like, "Ooh, good."
Yeah,
Or you
true.
feel like on some level now this friendship that was always equal is now not, because
It's balanced. Yeah.
you had something together and now you don't, and you know who it was that was like,
True.
this is not for us. So
True. It takes a very mature
yeah.
set of people, I think, to be able to do that. And it also takes time. I feel like you might be able to do that, but after like maybe being apart for an extended period of time.
Agreed.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But yeah, it
Agreed.
makes me very sad.